Right?
Oh,
See that line? See that line?
Huh?
And there was not enough room.
Good morning, YouTube. Last night I had my first experience with a Karen in my Ferrari.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and this is my garage. This is my Ferrari 458 and this channel is all about the supercar ownership experience. And we're going to talk about my kind of humorous experience with the Karen last night. So I'm going to show you some dash cam footage and some cell phone footage. Honestly, this is just stupid, okay? But you guys will be the judge. I was probably in the wrong, but whatever. So before that, real quick, if you'd like to support us, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That does help us out. We do appreciate that. And go visit normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services for your car. Use the code NGS10 and we're going to hook you up with 10% off almost everything we sell. Okay, guys, let's talk about Karen.
I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're gonna hear about it.
Well, for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you know I'm a pretty laid-back kind of guy. I don't really like aggravating people or go down a way to make people upset. So last night, a friend of mine, Steven, was in town and we were out and we were in the Ferrari and we decided to pick up some sushi on the way home before last night's live. There's an interesting thing about this particular sushi place. It's called Tomodachi. It's actually really good. Please don't go there because it's already busy and everyone loves it, so don't ruin it. The parking lot at Tomo is crap.
If it's no Scottish, it's crap.
It's not big enough, and then they have a bunch of those like super compact spots in the back row. So like if you park in any of the other spots, they're kind of normal size, but the back row, little dinky spots, and let's be real, this is Texas, and everyone's got a big SUV or a big truck. So that back row, no one parks between the lines because no one fits between the lines, especially cars as wide as this. Does not fit between the lines, period. They just don't. Like if you get it perfect, maybe each of the tires will be on the lines.
Today we will be focusing on how to park a car in a parking spot between two cars.
That's about as good as you can do. I wasn't super enthusiastic about bringing this car to that particular parking lot because I knew of that situation, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna park in the back, far away from everyone, so I'm not disrupting anyone. And it was busy last night. There was only a few spots available in that section. There was another section that was available, a little bit of a further walk, but I decided, okay, we're only picking up food. We should only be inside for about 5 minutes. No big deal. So there's 3 spots. There's a giant truck, and then over there was another vehicle. So I said, all right, I'm gonna park with enough space sort of over the line so that someone could park between the truck and my car. So I'm gonna have to park over the line, giving them enough space. Because, you know, I do actually want to make sure that my doors are protected and that I can get them open because they're huge doors. And trying to get in and out of these low cars when you can only open the door that far really, really sucks. And you really do risk damage. I park over the line a little bit, not like a huge amount, a little bit. And again, leave enough space that someone can park on the other side. So I'm doing pretty much what everyone else is doing in the parking lot. I just happen to be in a Ferrari. We go inside, we grab our food, it takes a couple of minutes, pay our order, whatever. And as we're walking out, I see this SUV back up and park directly in front of my car. And they parked perfectly aligned so that there was no way that I could get out. And the person gets out of the car as we're walking up, and I said very politely, "Excuse me, could you please move your car? You're blocking me in." And they said, "No, you're taking up 3 spots, you can wait." Which first of all, I'm not taking up 3 spots. I'm taking up like 1.5, but they could have parked in that 3rd spot, but they, I guess, weren't confident in their driving abilities to park there. And interesting enough, reviewing the dash cam footage, they actually drove past where we were to the other section of the parking lot, which had lots of open spots. Let me be clear. There was plenty of parking about 20 feet away, but no, they chose to back up and intentionally block me in so that they could make me wait. Okay, whatever. So we're waiting for this person to come back out to their car who was parked very illegally in the middle of the parking lot, not in any spot. Check it out, guys. We got a Karen who blocked me in. She was like, "Oh, you're taking up 3 spots. These spots are tiny." So there's my car. There's her car. And the guy who happens to be the owner of the big truck next to us comes out and he's like, what is going on? And we just kind of explained how she said I'm taking up 3 spots and then decided to vigilante block me in because I don't know. And so he goes, you know, I could push her out of the way for you with my truck. We're like, no, don't do that. And to be fair, I didn't want to do anything to her car. I didn't want to be that guy. Believe me, it was very tempting. I thought about the valve stems, you know, I thought about whatever, but no, I'm going to be the bigger person here. I'm not going to do anything mean. I'm just going to wait patiently. And when she comes out, I'm going to give her an earful. So finally, she comes out, and here's the best part. The dude in the truck, because we started talking to him, because why not? We got some time. He ends up yelling at her first. He starts giving her shade. I mean, he is tearing into her. So anyway, I point out that, hey, there is the white line on the other side of my car. You can clearly see it. You could have parked there, but you chose not to. And she tries to justify it in some way. I don't know. Anyway, at that point, I'm just mad and not listening.
Right? Oh, see that line? See that line?
And there was not enough room. Launch here before you
Karen. There you have it. She wasted probably a solid, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes of my life. I guess because in her mind, I did some sort of cosmic grand injustice that needed to be remedied immediately. Well, whatever. Tell me in the comments below, am I in the wrong? Should I have parked, I don't know, at the other end of the parking lot, way the hell away from everyone? I guess, I mean, usually I try to just because of stuff like that. You know, I could have tried to jam my car perfectly into a spot and then crawled out the passenger door or something like that. Funny enough, my buddy was like, oh, just drop me off and I'll run in. And in hindsight, I should have done that. These are one of the problems that you get when you have a nice car. It doesn't even have to be a Ferrari. I know a lot of you guys have nice sports cars. You probably deal with the same thing. Every time you try and park away from everyone else, there's always someone who parks like right next to you, right? You park in the middle of nowhere, 100 yards from anyone else, and someone parks immediately next to you.
Come on. Howdy.
Yeah, you can't win. Anyway, that's my story with Karen. Do me a favor in the comments below, tell me your best Karen story. I love hearing these things. It's very fascinating to me that people feel like they need to take the law into their own hands because they, you know, some sort of injustice has been done and I'm gonna make things right by doing something else illegal.
Sir, you're out of order. Out of order? I show you out of order.
I don't get that logic, whatever. That probably like really impacted her day, and to me it was just kind of like, whatever. I mean, so we gotta stand here another 5 minutes. We're not in a big rush. It's sushi. It's not like it's gonna get cold.
Dinner's gonna be cold tonight, asshole.
You know, I would have been more mad if we had bought something warm and it was getting cold. You gave us time to meet some cool guy in a truck, so whatever. You make the best out of the situation that you're dealing with. I appreciate the comments below. Again, like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and go visit normalguysupercar.com. We do appreciate it greatly if you guys can support us by buying parts and services for your car through us. Again, use the code NGS10 and hook yourself up with 10% off. But you guys know the drill. We have a lot more car stuff coming your way, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned. It's gonna be sweet.